Dear students, in the previous session we discussed communalism and status of women. Those were the challenge. And in this session we are going to see another brutal challenge. Really it is brutal, and we need to know still India is faced problem by this. What is this problem? That problem is terrorism. What do you mean by terrorism? Terror, the word resembles terror, terrific, creating fear, generating fear, terror. But what do you mean by terrorism? This terrorism can also be called as extremism. See, through this method, putting pressure on a government. Terrorism can be called as extremism through this method, putting pressure on government. Terrorism based on political ideologies. What? Terrorism. Terrorism is based on political ideologies. See, political ideology. One. The second one is religious faith. Ideological beliefs, religious faith. Religious faith. Then ideological belief. Political ideology, ideological belief. See, here they are telling ideological belief, that is blind belief. If anyone is having an ideology, he will never do terrorism. But here they have mentioned that terrorism is based on political ideology, the religious faiths, and ideological beliefs, and it creates a lot of loss for the individual as well as the community. That you know, once the bomb is blasted, outbroken, what will happen? You know that it is finally it results in bloodshed. Moreover, terrorism creates psychological pain, then influences the cultural aspects negatively. See, suppose if anything happened, any terror attack happened on the capital or national capital, state capital, knowingly or unknowingly, it creates psychological panic. Terrorism is nothing but fulfilling its narrow end. Narrow end. It is not a broad end. It is not a wide aspect. It is a narrow end by creating panic and violence. Here, in short, to achieve their goal, they are following the path of blood, following the path of violence. These are organized crime. These are organized crime purported by organized group of people. See, it is an organized crime, organized by a group. Such activities are called anti-national and anti-social. This terrorism is anti-national and anti-social. Bringing down the World Trade Center, USA, bomb attacks on Bali in Indonesia, bombing on various cities in France, England, especially in African countries. Nowadays you know that Sudan and Afghanistan and Pakistan, these terrorism are common. Then terrorism is based on the extreme religious sentiments. See, they are using the religious sentiments and they convert the innocents into terrorists. Really, the religious ideas are not in favor of terrorism. But those people who are involved in this group, they misuse the words of scriptures. The words of the terrorism is based on the extreme religious faith. Often a country funds, supports terrorism in another country, that you know that our neighbor country is supporting and sponsoring terrorism. But now the same country is victim for terrorism. You know that so many Maoists, they are supported by China. Some Hizbul Mujahideen, Lashkar-e-Taiba, they are supported by Pakistan. But today these countries are victim for the terrorism. They are sponsoring. See, they are sponsoring violence instead of peace. Terrorism targets civilians and country military bases, and they target the innocent communities, specific languages, specific religions, specific race, specific colors, and created maximum terror among them. Terror means fear. This terrorism aims creating more fear. And you know that today, you know, they use ultra modern weapon to kill the people, kill the innocent. They seek to spread their goals along with the violence. They means terrors. They also use tacticals like suicide bombing, then kidnapping in innocent people to attain their target. India is one of the victims of terrorism. Since 30-40 years, India is urging the whole world, but no one heed to our point that we are suffering, we are crying that we are the victims of terrorism. But today, so many Western countries realized the truth. India is suffering because they are also suffering from the same terror groups, whether it is France, England, USA. After the crash of that World Trade Center skyscraping building, USA also realized it. We are not alone sufferer, India is also a sufferer. Okay, India is one such country in the world that has been targeted terrorism for many years. Terrorism is there. Terrorism was there. Terrorism is and was there in states like Nagaland, Manipur, Kashmir, Punjab and other places. You know that in 2008, November 26th, there was a brutal attack on Hotel Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal it is not only 5-star or 7-star hotel, it is symbol of integrity. It is symbol of reliance. Such integrity and reliance of this country was smashed by the terrorism. When? On November 26, 2008. Similarly, the Parliament House also been targeted by terrorists, Pakistani terrorists. Parliament, see the House of Parliament, Parliament House, it is not only a house, it is the temple of democracy. This is the temple of this country that was shaken, that was smashed, attacked by terrorists. Terrorists have targeted places like Hyderabad, Chennai, Bangalore, Buddha Gaya and many other places. Our neighboring countries like Pakistan sponsoring terrorists. China is sponsoring this red terrorism in India. But the country which supports terrorism will also suffer. This is the open truth, but these countries are not realizing the truth. India has always criticized terrorism in other countries also. Our central and state governments have taken utmost care to stop terrorism, but nowadays Our military, our police personnel are very alert, and they have taken ultra-modern method to curb and control the terrorism. They have always strived to protect the property of life and ordinary people. Our government as well as our soldiers, our police personnel are doing a great job. And you know that Indian government nowadays adopted so many strategic points to tackle the terrorist attack as well as terrorism. India is peace-loving country and has undertaken many initiatives to stop terrorism. You know that we will not achieve nothing through blood. We can achieve a lot of through non-violence. There are great examples like Gandhiji, Muhammad Paigambar, Basava, Buddha, Mahavira, Jesus, Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Peace and love are greater than violence, and peace and love are greater than hate. So if we have little peace, little love in our mind and heart, we can curb terrorism. We should not support terrorism. We should not support terrorism. Okay? My question for Vidyagama, note on that. What do you mean by terrorism? What are the ill effects of terrorism? Which are the ideologies supporting terrorism? These questions are for Vidyagama too. Dear students, we discussed terrorism. Now we are moving to another challenge, that is corporate strategy. This seems to be new phenomena, but nowadays it is common in corporate sector. But it undermines the growth of country and welfare of country. What is this corporate strategy? What is this corporate strategy? Corporate strategy has the biggest challenge to the country. Nowadays, this is common phenomena in the business sector, in the corporate sector. See, a group of administrative measures, a bundle of corporate measures undertaken by a company to achieve its predetermined target, pre-planned target is called corporate strategy. See, nowadays there are so many multinational companies, Desi multinational companies. Their main motto is to earn profit. To achieve profit, they follow some method. They influence on the government, knowingly or unknowingly, to achieve their predetermined target. You know that what is the predetermined target? Earning more money, earning more profit. That is the goal. That you know that today these corporate sectors influencing the government through media, through political influence, and they are getting land, agricultural land, in the name of industrial development. In the name of industrial development, they are confiscating the lands of the farmers, the lands of the poor farmers. The only method is for the industrial growth, industrial development of industry, and generating more employment opportunity. At the same time, these farmers are paid less. Another sector. Nowadays, you know that in the name of corporate sector, in the name of business, in the name of retail business, so many big companies, Desi companies and multinational companies entered into retail market. They are giving more and more offer to the customer, finally grabbing the entire market. At the same time, these, you know that small traders are losing their business. But we are not understanding this. We are thinking that that company is that online company or retail company giving the things at a cheaper cost we are buying. They might have followed thousands of routes to get profit. But what about this retailer, small vendor? See, through this corporate strategy, they are using political mechanism and administrative mechanism in their favor. In short, this is corporate strategy. But here they have given the definition that a group of administrative measures undertaken by a company to achieve a premeditated target is called corporate strategy. ಅವರೇ ಮೊದಲೇ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇಷ್ಟು ಲಾಭ ಹೊಡಿಬೇಕು, ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅವರು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಹಿಂದೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗಿ ದಾರಿಯನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಕೊಂಡು ಲಾಭವನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ವಿಧಾನವನ್ನು ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಕನ್ನಡ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಷ್ಟೇ ಸೂಚ್ಯವಾಗಿ. ಇದು ಭಾರಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯೂಹ. It is the biggest blunder and as well as a strategy. At present, the corporate strategies are using globalized environment and modern technology. The main aim of these strategies are maximizing profit of a company. To maximize their company, for the profit of their company, they use several other routes. This affects the people of society and country negatively. There are some positive side also there. Let us see what is the positive side. Often the corporate strategy influence the decisions of the government also, that you know. That is negative side. Disadvantage. On the other positive side, the same corporate companies can be employed to alleviate social problems. Now you know that CSA, Corporate Social Responsibility, CSR, Corporate Social Responsibility. CSR fund in the hana kodi swami anta heltare. Now these multinational companies and some other Indian big companies are keeping some amount for CSR fund. CSR fund means Corporate Social Responsibility Fund. This is the positive side of corporate strategy. My question is, what do you mean by corporate strategy? What are the disadvantages of corporate strategy? What are the negative side of corporate strategy? What are the positive side of corporate strategy? 4 questions I have asked in corporate strategy. Dear children, today till here we discussed the problems of India and their solutions. That we discussed. I hope you might have understood this lesson. Go through the video once or twice, as well as go through your textbook too. Don't waste your time at any cost. No one cancel your 10th exam. We are very sure about that. And one more thing is, I asked a lot of questions while the lesson. Please note down them. I hope you will do better in the first ability test, which will held on 26th, 27th and 28th. Sure. Sai Ram.